Hello all, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be reading another chapter of TankGirl, Armadillo, written by Alan C. Martin. Thought I'd throw the author out. Apologies that it's been this long, I haven't thrown this out. This is chapter 32, TankGirl versus Evan Stevens. Alright, just trying to fix some issues I'm having really quickly here, but just wanted to say, isn't this like the cutest little thing? They were selling these at the bookstore and I was like, what the hell is that even? And lo and behold, it's a book holder. And I hate the feeling of the paper on my thumb, so this is like the best ever that you could invent. I want more of these, so anyone gets some ideas, let me know. So just really quickly on a side note here, I've been reading chapters of TankGirl for quite a while now. I'm trying to play catch up on it because there are other books that I want to share with you guys. So if you're interested in this and you are interested in starting from series 1, just go to my main page and all the listings are categorized and you can go to the very first chapter and start from there. I apologize if some of the recordings are a bit sketchy. My audio quality's been in and out throughout the years, so work with me. If there's one in particular that you want me to record, just throw it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Also, have you had a chance to subscribe yet? Or like? You know? Get me noticed. Get me out there. You know, just saying. Just saying. And let's get started. Knock knock. Who's there? TankGirl. TankGirl who? Whoomp. Get your face on the floor and don't even try to breathe, brother fucker. No, I won't. And what's a brother fucker? Me. I just fucked your brother, but not in the way you're thinking. So are you gonna get on the fucking floor? My voice was escalating in a pitch where every word, my anger, was acting like a lung full of helium. Or I'm gonna have to burst your brain open like a sack of shit with a pea. I trailed off. I was speaking so high that only a dog could have heard me. Sheriff Stevens was mildly put out by the huge cannon I was pointing at his brow. He sniffed and wiggled his big old sheriff nose. He was a well-built guy in his mid-30s, with a definite air of trustworthiness about him. I took a quick 10-millisecond look at the office wall behind him. He had loads of certificates and awards and shit. Loads of certificates. Why wouldn't you spell it like certificates? They spelled it certificates. S-U-S-T-I-F-I-C-A-T-E-S. Am I too stoned to understand that's spelled correctly, or am I fucking completely gone here? Anyway, okay, lady, he said gruffingly as he shuffled in his seat. There are 3 points I would like to raise to you. 1, you are being sneaky, not scary. 2, I haven't got a brother. And 3, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about, I was very squeaky. I tried to lower my voice a few octaves. It sounded like my balls had dropped through the floor. I'm talking about me blowing your brother's brains out with a magnum and you and your redneck hillbilly brother fucking friends torturing the love of my life because he was once really shit at cleaning up jacket potato skins. When I put it like that, it sounded like I was a complete head case. Still, I had to stick to my guns and proceed with the rescue mission. Are you mad? Asked Stevens, frowning as he slowly stood up, his arms outstretched. See how friendly I'm being, kind of way? Where the fuck is Booga? I hollered. I don't fucking know, he hollered back. You've got 10 seconds to tell me or I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking brain. I was momentarily dazed by the 100% pause he had achieved on the cycling proficiency certificate he had framed on the wall behind his head. And then suddenly, in a lightning-fast, invisible movement, he pulled a revolver on me. We stood apart at arm's length, the barrels of our guns pushed into each other's faces. "You gonna tell me?" I asked. "I can't. I don't know anything," he replied, his chilled demeanor rapidly melting away. "Nothing?" "Nothing. No brothers, no fuckers, no friends, no booga, nothing." I could feel the tension of the situation running up my arm to the end of my gun, to his head, back down his arm, through his gun, and back into my head. It was a situation that could have easily spiraled out of control. I had to retain my cool and get to the bottom of things. "So, who have I just killed, I wonder? If he's not yours, then he's got to be some cunt's brother." "Well, what did he look like?" he asked. "Well, he was kind of funny looking," I replied. "Well, most people around here are kind of funny looking," he said. "Well, I already know that," I said. "You're all a bunch of cousin fuckers, and I don't care what Elvis saying kissing cousins definitely doesn't make it all right. It makes for biological complications and genetic abnormalities." "So how was he funny looking?" asked Stevens. "He was kind of like you, hillbilly-ish in a rock and roll sort of way," I said. "Rockabilly, that's the word." "And did he look like me physically? I mean, if he's supposed to be my brother?" "He was kind of goofy and lanky," I replied. "In fact, apart from the clothes, he didn't resemble you in any way, shape, or form." I pondered the possibilities for a moment. "Did your mom screw around? Was your milkman an Elvis fan?" I could tell that he wasn't all impressed with my shit sense of humor, and his gun was starting to vibrate against my skull. "My trigger finger is falling asleep," he said. I can't guarantee that I won't shoot you by accident. Is there any way that we can conclude this little quarrel before it ends prematurely?" "How about you go and find a guy called Fuckleberry and lock him up for being a complete shitcake," I proposed. The sheriff lowered his gun. "If you're talking about Huckleberry Jones," he sighed, "then I don't think that I can oblige. He's a very influential man around here. He owns half this town, for Christ's sake." So what if he owns half the fucking town?" I replied angrily. I own half of a cheesecake, but that doesn't stop me from acting like a total idiot, and..." "That's for damn sure," said the sheriff, butting in. I cocked my gun and pushed it deeper into his flesh. "I may be an idiot," I said meanly, "but I'm no pussy. I can hold this gun up for another 12 hours if that's what it's gonna take to make you do your job right. Now, there's a man out there running riot around this town, doing what the fuck he wants and pissing people off. He's gotten a hold of my boyfriend and he's fucking him up. And now he's trying to trick me into killing you. Don't you see that? Huh? Look at it this way, mister. Some guys turns up nowhere and tells me that you and some other guys are torturing my man. So I come down here, burst in unannounced, and impulsively blow your brains out. That is what was meant to happen. Fuckleberry wants you dead, okay? That's fucking simple. He wants you out of the way so he can be an even bigger cunt than he already is. Luckily for you, I went all squeaky and started talking about Elvis. I'd puzzle the hell out of the poor sheriff. Is that all for real? Well, you just told me here Huckleberry Jones wants me dead, but why? He's a little tosser. He probably wants to get someone under his control to take over your job. Have me killed was a convenient way of achieving that, while it's getting every lawman in land after my butt in the same stroke. His face went blank. There was a lot of activity going on in Buffled Hillbilly Head. I lowered my gun. The penny was finally dropped like a brick falling into a gatex. That little brotherfucker, he said. Now you're talking my language. I need a drink, he said, a big one, in some other town. Damn fine idea, I agreed. We'll get shift-faced, formulate a plan, and come back and bust Booga out. Let's take my tank. So that will be the end of chapter 32. Next chapter is going to be chapter 33, and it's a poem called 1973. I hope y'all enjoyed, and like always, lose your mind and find your soul. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining me. Have a good one.